Hello everybody, John Cottrell back here again with another video, and today is Wednesday night, and as always I'm back with another Arrow review. Of course, today I give you my review for the Arrow Season 3 finale. Yes, it's finally here. Arrow Season 3, Episode 23, titled, My Name is Oliver Queen. Now, of course, if you've not seen tonight's finale, please go check it out and then come back, because this review may contain spoilers. Now, after witnessing the finale, oh god, it's hard to say how I feel about watching Arrow forward, because of what happens within this finale, which once again I have to continue to state, this may contain spoilers. Please check out the episode. Nonetheless, continuing what happened prior in the last episode, of course, the entire team has died. Not really, actually. Apparently through God knows what the heck, fuck logic. Of course, Oliver somehow found some kind of antidote, put it inside himself. Once he left the whole Hong Kong scene, I guess came in contact with a doctor who took his DNA that had the antidote in it, and of course, used it for the rest of his friends. Nonetheless, back in Starling City, Ra's al Ghul obviously plans on using the bioweapon to obviously not only destroy Starling City, but also destroy Damien Darhk, who allegedly is an actual Starling City, allegedly, with his hive, if you will. Nonetheless, Ra's al Ghul, actually, his whole plan, apparently, in choosing Oliver to become his heir was also because he saw something in him, which to once again I say bullshit. And on top of that, wanted to use Oliver for the sole purpose of getting Damien Darhk to Starling City to destroy it nonetheless. But of course Damien Darhk was not there because, they obviously did not, plan to use him yet, so obviously there has not been official casting on the character of Damien Darhk, which I actually was surprised by, because the second they started throwing around the name Damien Darhk, I was like, oh shit, did they actually get are we really gonna see the Dark? Because, that was the big thing for the finale. A lot of people were stating that Damien Darhk would make an appearance in the finale, and that would be a setup for Season 4 villain. But now, seeing as how the finale ended the way it was, I have no freaking clue how Season 4 is going to go, but we'll see what happens. And I don't even want to get on the topic of the spin-offs. That, in and of itself, makes my brain hurt. Nonetheless, Oliver's original plan was, of course, to destroy the bioweapon by crashing the plane, killing himself and Ra's al Ghul and Nyssa al Ghul and the rest of the League members, but of course that failed as well, seeing as how Ra's al Ghul was able to get away in time. And of course, plan B is to hopefully band his team together, who at this point in time have zero fucking love for him and actually do not trust him anymore, and of course go on a full-on assault towards Ra's al Ghul and his remaining League members, hopefully destroying the bioweapon and of course defeating Ra's al Ghul once and for all. Now, number one, this finale has a lot of the same kind of hits and beats of like the Season 2 finale, where, it's obviously Team Arrow versus, Miracruz soldiers. Here it's Team Arrow versus League of Assassins. And then it's, of course, Oliver versus Ra's al Ghul. If I had to compare them, this finale fell short in so many places, it's not even funny. The Season 2 finale was far superior. Season 3 finale did not freaking get there. It was very Dark Knight Rises. That's how it kind of felt. It felt very Dark Knight Rises, which as to why I'll, continue to use that analogy and once I get further on it with this review. Nonetheless, obviously we come to our final showdown with Ra's and Oliver. They go on a full assault. Of course, Team Arrow is trying to, hopefully cure everyone who's already come in contact with the Omega virus, what have you. And then on top of that, you even have the flashbacks, which I felt the flashbacks. I stated this multiple times. The flashbacks are my least favorite thing on the show. I felt that the Hong Kong flashbacks were the worst thing ever to come to Arrow, and this was pretty much the end of the Katana storyline, which, once again, I wanted to know, is that because of Suicide Squad? She leaves and does not continue to help the rest of the gang once they go back to Starling. And in the Hong Kong flashback, she of course leaves once again. So it's kind of like a double kind of thing where it's the same story done again. But for me, I think it had a lot to do with Suicide Squad. I think because Katana will be featured in that movie, so more or less, I'm guessing that this may or may not be the last time we see Katana on the show, which I guess depends on your personal preference. You know, if you liked Katana, then of course you're gonna be, sad about it. Although, we're obviously gonna get a movie with her, so it's not that sad. Or you're gonna be happy if you really did not give a shit about the Hong Kong flashbacks as much as I did. Although I did enjoy her fight sequences in the last week's episode, I do feel that her leaving, I guess, is the best way to go. Anyways, that being said, of course, we also get a good cameo with the Flash, of course, saving everybody and what have you. The Flash didn't really stay within the show that much. He was kind of just in the save the game, get him out of the Nanda Parbat, and then just leave. That was pretty much the gist of him doing that whole thing, which, on the side note, I cannot wait for the Flash finale, which premieres next week. It's going to be so boss. Time travel, paradoxes, reverse Flash action. I can't wait to see it. Nonetheless, back with Starling City. God, it just did not hold up. I just did not like it. It just wasn't what I was expecting, and it just wasn't as epic as the season 2 finale. And the only reason why I compared the two is because it's the same basic formula done again. It's Team Arrow versus an army of soldiers. Oliver versus a boss villain who in the comic books he would never be able to beat, but in the show he actually does. And yes, based off that comment, Oliver does indeed defeat Ra's al Ghul. For the most part of their second sword fight rather, because at the end of the day, Ra's al Ghul would never stop trying to destroy Starling City, because at the end of the day, Ra's al Ghul, as much as he is a leader of the League of Assassins, he's also a terrorist. He believes in the destruction of those who do not deserve to live, and he obviously knows that regardless of how Oliver feels, he will stop at nothing to destroy the city. So the only way to stop him is for Oliver to finally stand up to him and defeat him in battle, which of course comes to their second fight, which is the second fight that I think sucked in comparison to the mid-season finale. If I had to compare their first fight, the first fight was way better, far more choreographed. It definitely had some more planning. The set design sucked in the season finale version. I just think their first fight was superior. Their second fight, it was decent. I don't think it was planned out well. I don't like the set. I thought the atmosphere wasn't well done. Them being over a dam, I don't know what that was all about. And of course, why was Ra's al Ghul wearing a hood and wearing, his costume? I don't know. Anyways, at the end of the day, Oliver defeats Ra's al Ghul. He kills him in battle, to which I say, what the fuck? I don't know. Let's just put it out there. Ra's al Ghul would defeat Oliver in battle. Oliver would even in the comic books, I still believe that Oliver would never be able to be capable of enough to strategically and physically defeat Ra's in battle. Others may disagree with me. That's just me. On top of that, why did he just kill his ass? Granted, Ra's al Ghul would never stop, but you are still the Arrow. You're the hero of the show. You did make a stance by the end of season 1 that you were not going to kill anybody anymore. I guess that ship has sailed, especially seeing as how you don't even call yourself the Arrow anymore. Anyways, some more blah blah blah. Frickin' the virus is stopped. Starling City is saved thanks to Ray Palmer's nanotechnology, and of course League of Assassins is defeated. And that's pretty much the day is saved. Nonetheless, we come to our goodbyes and our ends to the season finale, which are Oliver quitting as the Arrow and quitting as the new Ra's al Ghul to become just Oliver Queen and to start a new life outside of Starling City with Felicity. To which she happily agrees because, it's Felicity. She's had a boner for Oliver ever since they first met, so it makes sense that, she would be happy at the mere thought of fucking, stopping crime fighting to go do God knows what anywhere else. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, I wasn't big on that. I mean, the show is called Arrow. Now the Arrow is gone. The Arrow has officially retired. Oliver's gone. Felicity's gone. You took away the two best main characters, so I don't know where the fuck this show's gonna go. On top of that, Diggle is still gonna do his crime fighting thing, and Oliver hints at the fact that he should conceal his identity. So does that mean that Diggle will become the new Arrow? Will he take on a new identity? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Malcolm Merlyn also decides to leave, but instead of just going off doing God knows what the heck he would be doing, he intends to become the new Ra's al Ghul, which he in Flix does. To which I say once again, wasn't a big fan of. Ra's al Ghul is the one true Ra's al Ghul. So I never understood this whole concept of becoming the new Ra's al Ghul. It just sounds redundant to me. And Malcolm Merlyn becoming the new leader of the League of Assassins, and now that Nyssa will obviously be, gunning for him, I really have no idea where his story arc is going to go. And on top of that, you also have freaking Thea becoming the new Arsenal, or hence we should call her the new Red Arrow. Yeah, there's that. There are ways to put it that doesn't make me come off as so much of an asshole, but there is a way that I just can't go there. Thea being the new Red Arrow, I don't like that idea. I stated that the last time we saw her do her thing, and, Roy kind of gave up and was like, here, take my costume. It fits you more. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid. She should be her own character. Why is she taking your mantle? Makes no sense. It's very stupid. Diggle, he should be his own character. Why is he allegedly going to become like the new Arrow? Doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, you have Ray Palmer, who possibly just blew himself up. Apparently, which I actually thought was cool, although I don't know where the heck they're going to go with it, because, they're going to try and spin off the Atom into possibly his own show, and on top of that, he's going to be on the DC crossover TV show that involves time travel and what have you, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think the show is called Legends. I think that's what the show is called. I could be wrong about that. Clarify that in the comments below. And the cool thing about that is that he was testing the suit to see if he can minimize it. So does that mean in season 4 or in the future crossover TV show Legends, or whatever the fuck they end up calling it, does that mean the Atom will actually shrink? That's something I really can't wait to that I really look forward to. But at the end of the day, that is pretty much it. Everyone goes their separate ways. Diggle goes off to do his own crime fighting thing. Thea is going to become the new Red Arrow. Obviously Laurel is the new Black Canary. And Malcolm Merlyn is the new Ra's al Ghul. Nyssa is, I guess, her, his second command, but at the same time still, has an arrow to his back, if you will. Ray Palmer is allegedly possibly dead, or maybe he's trapped in time. We don't know. I mean, we all know he's going to be part of that crossover, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens next year, or, whenever the fuck this new show premieres. And on top of all this craziness, Oliver and Felicity leave Starling City forever to start a new life and God knows where the fuck. So that's pretty much the season finale of Arrow Season 3. I did not like it. I wasn't big on it. I think the action was very mediocre. The storytelling was not really fleshed out. The effects were kind of cheap. Everyone going their separate ways, I'm not really big on. It just felt very like the ending of Dark Knight Rises, where it's like, I understand you had to go that route, but because you were never going to do another Batman story, which, it is what it is. But I don't know, Oliver Queen leaving as the Arrow, does that make any sense to anyone? Granted, they kind of did that in the comic books where, if I'm not mistaken, because, I'm not the biggest hardcore enthusiast of Green Arrow, but if memory serves me correct, I think Oliver actually left being the Green Arrow with Dina Lance, the original Black Canary from the comic books, to open up a flower shop in Seattle. I think that was like one of the story arcs that happened between Green Arrow and Black Canary when they stopped being heroes or what have you. So, I guess that's going to be the new thing, if they're going to go that route. I just don't know where the future holds. I don't know where it can go from here. But if I had to rate this episode season finale review, God, I have to give it a good, 6.5 out of 10. It just, God, I definitely have to watch it again to really, excuse me. I definitely have to watch it again to really get a good feel out of it, but I just wasn't into it. I wasn't digging it. I just wasn't into it. To sum it all up, I was not big on this episode. I felt it was very mediocre for a finale. It was kind of like the Gotham finale. It was like, meh. It was okay, but meh. It could have been a lot better, especially seeing as how the season 2 finale, which has the same, as I stated, hits and beats of this one, just was superior. This one was just mediocre, in my opinion, and that's kind of like what Arrow Season 3 was all about. It was just very mediocre. It had its moments, it had its pretty good moments, which I will mention later, but as of right now, Season 3 is definitely my least favorite season of Arrow, and I literally have no idea where they can go from here. Oliver and Felicity are gone. Everyone has gone their own separate ways. What do you do from now? And then you have this whole Damien Dark thing, like, God. And then there's the whole, hey, you remember that chick who is allegedly in Central City? Yeah, she has your kid. And then you have the Flash, who, needs help occasionally with Felicity and Oliver, but now they're gone. And, God, there's so many questions, there's so many possibilities and roads that I don't like, and I don't know. We just have to wait and see. I just wish they made a more definitive ending that didn't, piss me off so much or anything. Like, this felt very definitive, but at the same time open-ended, which I don't like. I don't think it worked. I don't think they precisely executed it as well as they should have done, or at least what they were hoping to do. For me personally, I didn't like the Season 3 finale. If you enjoyed it, I'm sorry if this review did not appeal to you, if you will, or offended you in any kind of shape, way, or form, but it is my opinion. I have to be honest with my reviews, and Arrow Season 3 has been up and down with me, in ways that I like it, then I hate it, and not to mention the multiple Batman ripoffs, and, not to mention this terrible ending to a show that I really liked. Not that I don't know why I made it sound like, I don't like it anymore. I still like it. It's just like, you kill me inside, and, you put an arrow right through my heart. It hurts. Nonetheless, let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. Did you enjoy the Arrow Season 3 finale? Did you hate it as much as I did? What are your personal speculations for Arrow Season 4? What does the future hold for Oliver and Felicity now that Oliver has retired as the Arrow? Do you think they will come back for Season 4? And if they do you think it will mostly be flashbacks, or will it just feature sequences of their new life? What do you think the future holds for the Atom? What are your personal speculations are for the crossover TV show titled Legends, if I'm not mistaken? Just let me know what you personally think about all things Arrow. And of course, and seeing as how the season has officially ended, the finale is done, it's kaput. I will indeed be making an extra, kind of similar to how I did with Gotham, which was Gotham Season 1, The Good, the Bad, and the Evil. I'll be doing the same thing for Arrow next week, and giving you all the information of everything that I hated and everything I loved from Arrow Season 3, and also certain things I can't wait to see, and things that I really don't want to see from Season 4. Nonetheless, comment below. Let me know what you personally thought about Arrow Season 3 finale. What do you personally thought about the season overall? Go to my channel to check out the first ever trailer of Supergirl. I posted it before I did this review, so by the time you hear this, it's already up, so please check that out. Also check out my prior reviews of the full season of Arrow Season 3. Also check out my Avengers Age of Ultron movie review. If you love the movie, check my review out. And of course, check out my Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice official teaser trailer review. The one true Dark Knight goes up against the Man of Steel. I can't wait to see that freaking movie. That's the ultimate of DC content that I can't wait for. People may bitch, but it's a dream that is 2 decades in the making. So that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, comment below. Let me know what you personally thought. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been John 12.